Right, the Target 12 investigators exclusive risky ride. We've learned the Rhode Island Public Transit Authority is putting ex-cons behind the wheel of ride buses, a service that drives around an at-risk population of the elderly and disabled.
Our investigation finds the driver's records include charges ranging from drug dealing to assault. But thanks to a program that helps ex-cons find work, they were able to get a job with RIPTA. Target 12 investigator Tim White is here now with the details.
We've discovered those ride drivers also have blemishes on their driving record. And now one government official is asking if these men should be placed in a position less exposed to the public. Every day, hundreds of disabled and elderly Rhode Islanders get picked up and dropped off by a ride bus, often alone in the vehicle with no one but the RIPTA driver. The Target 12 investigators have learned months ago RIPTA hired 3 men with lengthy criminal records to be ride drivers. We're told by RIPTA officials one of those men failed to pass the proper tests and was let go before ever driving a bus. But 2 made it. Records show this driver has been charged more than 24 times and has been in and out of prison for more than 20 years. Records show in 1987 he pleaded no contest to reckless driving. In 1989, convicted of breaking and entering. 1993, convicted of assault with a dangerous weapon. 2003, convicted of dealing cocaine, just to cite a few examples. This driver has been charged 7 times, including a 2010 conviction for simple assault. The police report from that charge states he walked over to the female and started to punch her in the face and drag her down the street.
Is this the type of person that you think should be driving around the disabled and elderly?
No, I mean, not. Like I said before, the program is a pilot project that we're starting to see if we can get these people become productive members of this community.
RIPTA CEO Charles O'Dimway says he believes in second chances. He says he initiated a program between RIPTA and Open Doors, a nonprofit organization that helps inmates find job placement. But the hirings appear to go against language found in this RIPTA memo obtained by Target 12. It reads potential employees must possess evidence of a clear BCI and driving record check. A BCI check is a criminal background examination performed by the Attorney General's office. O'Dimway says they did run a criminal records check, and he says the new drivers have clean records looking back 5 years. Which is true when misdemeanors are removed from the equation. Among those misdemeanors, one of the drivers served 60 days at the ACI this year for possession of marijuana. Target 12 also pulled the driving records of the 2 men hired by RIPTA. We found one ride driver was charged twice with driving on a suspended license. The other charged with driving without a license 3 times.
Like I said, this is a collaborative effort between RIPTA, Department of Labor, and Open Doors. So I think at a minimum we should be applauded for trying at least to help some of these guys readjust into the community.
As part of this program, the Department of Labor and Training tells us they issued bonds to insure RIPTA against employee dishonesty like theft. But the DLT says they did not have any input on job placement.
This is some serious issues that have come to light.
Warwick Mayor Scott Avedisian is a RIPTA board member.
I mean, I think obviously there might be a position at RIPTA for somebody, but it might not be driving someone around who is part of a vulnerable population that we transport. And I think the whole board would have concerns about that.
I don't see anything wrong with trying to help somebody readjust. Somebody has to help them readjust into this community, and if that person is going to be me, I'm willing to stick my neck out and do it.
Mayor Avedisian tells me the hiring of these men was not brought before the board in the time he's been on it. He was appointed in June. Avedisian says he will discuss this with the board at a future meeting. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, Eyewitness News.
Right now on WPRI.com, we have more in-depth coverage on the investigation. See the criminal records of the new drivers and read RIPTA's own hiring policies. That's all right now on WPRI.com.